I know I tell you this often, but sometimes there's a boxing fight you just need to drop everything and see it. May 22nd is that one. That man right there, the Tartan Tornado, your unbeaten, unified 140-pound champion, Josh Taylor, the long-awaited meeting with Jose Ramirez. I don't even know what to say to you right now, Josh, because I've been pining for this thing for years. It's happening. What are you feeling?
I'm pretty calm at the minute. I'm pretty cool and calm and collected at the minute. You know, I'm nothing but confidence going into this fight. I've trained so hard, trained very well, done everything to the best of my ability, covered all areas. You know, so I've controlled all the controllables. So I've done everything to the best of my ability. So I'm nice and relaxed and calm, and I'm excited that it's finally here. You know, this fight probably should have happened about a year ago now. Probably this time, around about this time last year, June sort of time last year, it should have probably happened. Obviously, with everything that's going on, it's been put back, but we're finally here, and better late than never, right? So yeah, I'm excited that we're here, and yeah, I can't wait to get in next week. Can't wait.
All right, you're calm. I'm fired up. Boxing fans are fired up. Two unbeaten champions, both unified champions. We're going to get an undisputed king at 140 pounds. It feels like we've been building to this for a long time. As we enter this is a hardcore fight fan's dream. Is this fight, though, in your opinion, getting the promotional backing it deserves, considering, this ain't no Jake Paul thing. This is the real deal right here.
Yeah, I think the promotion side could have been a little bit better, a little bit bigger, considering the magnitude of the fight. You know, it's not very often that these fights happen. You know, especially in this day and age. But I think the promotion side of things and the awareness around this fight could have definitely been pushed a little bit harder, and to make the wider public and even the boxing fans a little bit more knowledgeable of what's going on and what's happening and things like that. You know, it's not been very clear. The promotion side's been quite quiet up until like kind of now, which has been a little bit, a little bit sort of like downheartening, because it's a massive fight, the size of the fight. But having said that, we're pushing it up now. The promotion's coming now, and hopefully you'll be sick of hearing about it the next week or so. But we're not really too bothered. I know it's a massive fight, and I know the boxing fans are tuned in and know what's going on and excited for this. It's a massive fight in boxing. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get going.
Well, Las Vegas will be the home of it. ESPN, all the big bells and whistles to go with this, maybe except for a crowd. What is the crowd situation? Educate me here. Are we having anybody in the building?
I think there's crowds. Yeah, I think there is crowds. I mean, the tickets went on sale, I think it was last week. Although I'm not sure how many. I think it was maybe 3,000 or 4,000. Between 2,000 and 4,000. I know that. I know. So I think the arena is about a 4,000 seat arena. I'm not really sure, but we'll find all that out next week, and I'll speak to the guys at Top Rank and find everything out. But there's crowds getting in, which is essential, because this fight is huge, and albeit in a small arena, but 2,000 to 4,000 people in a small arena can make a hell of a noise and a hell of an atmosphere. So it's back fighting in front of fans, which is what I love, and yeah, we can't wait to get in there, and it's good, and it's good. It's going to be a good atmosphere. It's going to be like a little cauldron. This arena, it's going to be smaller, but the atmosphere is going to be intense, and the noise is going to be electric, because it's a little bit of a smaller arena. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a real good night.
Well, you have already had that, let's say, career-defining early test against Regis Prograis, where if anyone doubted you, we got to find out that exactly what you're made of. Fight of the year contender, absolute war. Do you believe Jose Ramirez has had to go through something like that yet, where you, as his opponent heading into this, can believe you've seen the best of him?
I don't know. I think he's done well in his own right. He's blew all his opponents away. He's won all his fights. So he's done well. Although he's had a couple of decisions that he's been very, 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 very fortunate to come away on the right side of. So I don't know. I believe I have boxed a better opposition. But having said that, styles make fights, and this fight's got the making to be an absolute cracker. It's we both go in there to leave it. I know he comes in and brings the heat, and I come in and bring the heat, and we both leave everything in our heart and soul in the ring. So it's got the makings to be an absolute cracking fight. So I hope everybody tunes in and watches, because it's going to be a real good fight.
Yeah, and obviously that's no disrespect to Ramirez, who steps up the pace like you and goes after it. We saw that when he fought Maurice Hooker. We've seen it a few times. If this fight plays out up to its expectations, meaning it's technical, but it's fast-paced, it's all action, can this go the 12-round distance? What do you think? I mean, when the explosions start happening, is this thing long for the scorecards?
It can go the 12 rounds, but I really don't think it will. I think it ends up with him on his back. I think it ends up with him on his backside and me with the 4 belts. That's how I think it ends up.
It's obvious what's at stake for you, meaning the 4 belts, the undisputed championship. If it's a great fight and you perform great, the further building of your brand and crossing over to the States and all that great stuff. But in terms of your future and where you could go within boxing with this, what do you think's at stake there?
Massive fights, colossal career defining, legacy defining fights. Whoever wins this fight is going on to do big things, is going on to get massive fights on the back of this. There's a lot at stake for me in terms of, not only the big fights, but profile wise, in Scotland, being the first 4 belt champion in this era, the first person to do it. It's a massive piece of history. The first undisputed champion since Ken Buchanan in my country as well, which is massive as well. So for me personally, and being my profile, it's absolutely massive what it's going to do for me personally, and in my life will change. It's going to change forever. When I win this fight, and also the same for Ramirez. He's going to create history as well if he wins. So it's a massive fight. But for boxing wise, after this fight, it's just massive fights from then on. And do you know what I mean? It's everybody's got. I'll have a massive target on the back because I'll have all the belts. Everybody will want to fight me. I'll also be looking to go do other things and that as well. So I'm not going to be short of options. What's going to happen? So whatever's going to happen is going to be a massive fight. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Excuse me for being culturally ignorant here, but do you have a bagpipe game, Josh Taylor? Can you belt it out and play some some tunes?
I can't play it actually. It's like holding a big octopus. It's hard to play the bloody things. But no, I wouldn't mind being able to try and learn them for a bit. But he's a good set of lungs.
And the kilt with the no underwear underneath, that's a guaranteed automatic?
That's a guarantee. Every time you wear a kilt, you've got to go through Scotsman, yeah.
All right. Shout out to the Scotsman there. I did mention Jake Paul real quick.
We sometimes end up a bit chafed down there, but you've got to deal with it.
I mentioned Jake Paul, and boxing's in I don't want to say a weird spot, but because maybe the COVID quarantine and all of that, you're the Paul brothers, Mike Tyson coming back. They're making big pay-per-views out of things that aren't real fights these days. As a real fighter heading into maybe the best real fight on paper this calendar year, is there room in this space for those type of circus stuff? How do you feel when you see that stuff get that type of attention?
Listen, they're getting money. They're popular people. Mike Tyson's a living legend. Who wouldn't want to see Mike Tyson do his thing? Even though he's I know he's albeit 50-odd-year-old, but he's still a legend of the sport, and people is massive fans all over the world. So people are going to want to see what he's doing and interested in what he's doing. Do you want to see him in competitive fights? No, because he's past it. But certainly exhibitions and things like that, yeah. But who doesn't want to go and see Mike Tyson and experience Mike Tyson? He's an absolute legend of the sport. These YouTube guys, these YouTube fights, again, fair play to them. They're making a hell of a lot of money. They're doing what they want to do. They're making a lot of money. They're marketing themselves right. They're doing well. So fair play to them. But I think they should maybe do their own sort of setups and doing their own fights and their own shows, because they're making an absolute mockery of the sport. They're turning it into an absolute circus. which is very frustrating for fighters like myself and other top fighters, contenders who put their whole life and soul into this fight game, and these guys are coming in and making a mockery of it, acting like they're real fighters and doing all this circus WWE stuff, set up confrontations and things like that. It's not the wrestling game. This is a sport. It's a fight game, and they're disrespecting it that way. I think they should go and do their own thing. But they're making a lot of money. They're doing well. So fair play to them. Hats off to them.
I love the fire right there, Josh. I can feel it bubbling up. All right. These guys taking everything I work for. All right, let's close here. We don't have to sell this fight anymore. It's going to be fantastic. How do you beat Jose Ramirez when you two touch gloves May 22nd in Las Vegas?
Yeah, everybody will need to tune in on May 22nd and watch me win that fight. Well, what happens? Josh Taylor is winning that fight. 100% confidence in this fight. So we'll see you all on May 22nd, and make sure you tune in and watch some history being made.
Yes, 100%. And nothing under the hood, nothing under the kilt. That's how Josh Taylor rolls. Best of luck, brother. Go get him. It's going to be a great night.
Thanks very much. Cheers.